The dark side of kindness. 8. Unexpected ways it can harm you. Ernest Hemingway's quote, "The only way to truly receive is to be willing to give everything away," has become an inspiring motto for kindness and generosity. However, behind the beauty of giving, we must ask, can excessive giving bring negative consequences? Kindness is a noble quality, benefiting both the giver and the receiver. It helps connect people, build trust, and create a civilized and good society. When we give, we not only help others, but also receive joy, satisfaction, and gratitude. However, kindness must be shown intelligently and in moderation. Today, let's explore the dark side of kindness, where the unexpected impacts of kindness on you are revealed. Can excessive kindness endanger our lives? If you find our channel useful for your life, please subscribe and like the video to support us in bringing you more valuable content about the hidden corners of life. Now let's dive into the 8 lessons about the dark side of kindness. Lesson 1. Unrealistic expectations are the trap of disappointment. In daily life, kindness and generosity are often seen as noble qualities, always praised and encouraged. We often give with the hope of receiving similar generosity in return, fostering good relationships and spreading positive values. However, in reality, kindness is not always reciprocated with appreciation and support. The belief that give to receive can sometimes become fragile, making the giver feel disappointed and burdened. Imagine this situation. You are helping a friend in need. Initially, you generously support them wholeheartedly without expecting anything in return. This attitude is very noble, but we often realize that consciously or unconsciously, we expect others to reciprocate with similar generosity. We hope people will acknowledge our efforts and respond similarly. But what happens when these expectations are not met? The truth is that your expectations of reciprocation will not be met. And what happens to you is that you will feel uncomfortable, tired, disappointed, and sad. The source of this problem lies in our expectations. By assuming that others will respond in kind, we place unrealistic expectations on their kindness, which leads to disappointment and hurt. Stoic philosophy emphasizes accepting circumstances and finding happiness from within. Instead of relying on the actions of others, focus on giving selflessly without expecting anything in return. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control the actions of others. The only thing we can control is our actions and reactions. True happiness comes from within, from being satisfied with ourselves and our actions. Instead of giving with expectations, focus on giving wholeheartedly and selflessly. Find joy in helping others, regardless of whether they reciprocate. Personal experience has taught me that giving without expecting anything in return is an art that requires practice. Initially, I too fell into the traps of expectation like many others. However, after applying Stoic philosophy, I realized that inner peace comes from letting go of expectations and focusing on giving fully. Kindness from a selfless heart will bring you inner peace and true happiness. Following the lesson on expectations, let's consider the limits of kindness, the secret to maintaining balance. Kindness is a noble quality, but giving without limits can lead to imbalance and exploitation. Can excessive kindness be dangerous to our own lives? Like a river overflowing its banks, excessive kindness can cause floods, sweeping away the balance in life and leaving us exhausted. Stoic philosophy emphasizes moderation in all aspects of life, including kindness. Kindness given too generously creates a cycle of dependency. When we constantly bear the responsibilities of others, we allow them to remain in their comfort zone. They become accustomed to the comfort of having you around to solve all their problems. They don't need to learn to be independent and solve difficulties themselves because they know you will always be there to help. Thus, we inadvertently create a habit that allows others to depend on and lack responsibility. This affects not only others but also ourselves. So instead of meeting every request, learn to set clear boundaries. Help others when necessary, but also preserve their independence and responsibility. When we spend too much time and energy on others, we forget our own needs and desires. Kindness originally comes from the heart, but when it becomes a burden, it will create an emotional imbalance, making us feel tired, frustrated, and even resentful. Balance your generosity to maintain control over your actions and avoid negative consequences. Stoicism reminds us to help others when necessary, but also to preserve their independence and responsibility. Remember, true kindness is when we help others with consideration, benefiting them while ensuring our well-being. Learn to say no when necessary. Encourage independence. Instead of doing everything for others, encourage them to solve their problems. Support them in developing skills and confidence so they can be self-reliant. Set clear boundaries about what you are willing to help with and what you cannot. Listen to your needs and don't hesitate to prioritize yourself. Remember, kindness is a precious gift, but it needs to be used wisely. Next, blind kindness is the trap of self-destruction. Blind kindness, or unwise kindness, is the trap of self-destruction, losing true value and leading to unforeseen negative consequences. Stoicism reminds us that living according to reason and virtue, setting boundaries and prioritizing essential responsibilities is crucial to maintaining balance and avoiding self-sacrifice for others. Many people, with the desire to help others, avoid their inner issues, immersing themselves in serving others as a way to fill the void inside. They give everything, prioritizing others' needs, forgetting their value and happiness. Continuously prioritizing others' needs can inadvertently make us avoid our inner problems. Feelings of emptiness, stifling silence, and the desire for connection can create deep insecurity. Often we seek comfort in fulfilling others' needs, using this service as a way to fill the void inside. You see pleasing others as making you more valuable to them. However, continuous giving can cause us to lose ourselves in the process. Our inner voice is drowned out by external demands, and soon enough, when faced with our silence, the pain and fear we tried to avoid will return with new strength. It is important to realize that paying attention to our own needs and priorities is not selfish. It is a form of self-care and maintaining our authenticity. The Stoics teach that setting boundaries and living according to virtue is not only an act of self-love, but also a path to a truthful and meaningful life. One of the most powerful lessons Stoicism teaches us is that setting boundaries is not only an act of self-protection, but also an essential step in maintaining psychological and spiritual balance. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic emperors and philosophers, once wrote, "Only when you stop allowing others to pull you in all directions can you truly be free." This emphasizes that achieving personal freedom and happiness depends on our ability to set boundaries and not let others overly influence or determine our lives. Take time for yourself and take care of your mental and physical health. Listen to yourself more. Ensure that you meet your own needs before helping others. By respecting and listening to yourself, you will be able to provide generosity and sincerity to others wisely. Take time each day to reflect and listen to your emotions and needs. Love yourself and live true to yourself. When you are satisfied with yourself, you will have enough energy and confidence to help others sincerely and compassionately. Moving to the next lesson, inner strength, the key to being respected and avoiding exploitation. Why can excessive helping make you lose respect? When you help too much over time, you may be seen as a kind person in the eyes of others, but this can create the opposite impression. You spend all your time and energy solving their problems to the point you neglect yourself and lose control over your own life. Gradually, people will see you as weak, easily manipulated, and lacking self-control. The lack of boundaries makes you vulnerable. People see this weakness, and instead of respecting you, they may start exploiting you. They will take advantage of your kindness, placing more responsibilities on you without respecting or appreciating what you have done. For example, at work, you always help colleagues even when you are overwhelmed with your tasks. Or you always say yes to every request from friends, lending them money without demanding it back, causing you to lose money and lose bad friends. I believe many of you here have or are facing such situations. Stoicism teaches us that inner strength and self-control are the keys to being respected and avoiding exploitation. Stoicism suggests that setting boundaries and living according to our values is necessary to respect ourselves and earn respect from others. Only when you respect your feelings and voice can you gain the respect of those around you. When you start saying no, firmly but respectfully, you send the message that you can control your life and consider your own needs. Remember, saying no is not selfish. It is showing self-respect. Inner strength is the key to happiness and success in life. By demonstrating inner strength, you will impress those around you, making them respect and appreciate you more. They will realize you are a person with principles and self-control and not easily exploited. Set clear boundaries in your relationships. Listen to yourself and express your needs. Practice self-discipline to control your life. Remember, inner strength is the key to being respected and avoiding exploitation. By setting boundaries and living according to your values, you confidently control your life. Moving to Lesson 5, Kindness Exploited, the Pain of Blind Giving. By practicing inner strength and self-control, we show that we can shoulder our responsibilities without sacrificing our balance and happiness. In everyday life, we are often encouraged to be generous and constantly help others. These are noble virtues worthy of admiration and practice. However, if we give away kindness recklessly, we can become victims of exploitation. When you give too much, some people will gradually recognize your generosity and take advantage of it for their purposes. They will make unreasonable demands, exploiting your kindness without appreciating what you have done. This will drain your spirit due to the injustice, and gradually you will lose the spirit of wanting to help others and become a good person. The Stoics advise developing inner strength and self-control to avoid exploitation. Setting clear boundaries not only helps us protect our resources and energy, but also maintains authenticity and fairness in our relationships with others. When we refuse appropriately, we not only protect ourselves, but also send a clear message that we respect ourselves and expect respect from others. Practice self-discipline to control your life and avoid exhaustion from unreasonable demands. Believe in yourself and your value. Be self-disciplined in thoughts and actions, not letting emotions dominate. Identify your limits and what you can and are willing to do. By showing inner strength, you will impress those around you, making them respect and appreciate you more. They will realize you are a person with principles and self-control and not easily exploited. It is important to recognize when we need to set boundaries and know how to say no. This way, we not only live true to ourselves, but also encourage an environment of mutual respect. By setting boundaries and living according to your values, you can protect yourself from exploiters and live a happy life. Remember, true kindness comes from willingness and understanding. When you help others wisely and responsibly, you not only benefit them, but also add value to yourself and strengthen good relationships. Next lesson, your surroundings. It will decide your energy. Light. Have you ever wondered why some people around you are always cheerful and optimistic, and good things seem to always happen to them? The energy we emit can attract similar people and circumstances. In The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho once said, "And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." And the energy each of us emits works the same way. When your emotions carry negative things, the universe will attract similar things around you. In life, we are often influenced by the energy from our surroundings, especially from the people we interact with daily. Stoic philosophy points out that the quality of the energy we emit not only affects ourselves, but also attracts people with similar energy. This emphasizes the importance of controlling and considering every act of giving, especially when we give without preserving our energy. If you continuously give without considering yourself, you will emit the energy of bad and fatigue. This energy can attract people who need help and depend on others, looking for someone to solve their problems and meet their needs without taking responsibility for their own lives. When surrounded by people with negative attitudes or high pressure, we start feeling heavy and tired, not only physically but also psychologically. This shows the importance of protecting our personal energy space and choosing to associate with people who can enhance the quality of our lives. To become a good person in the eyes of those around you, you are always ready to help everyone, from work to family and friends. However, continuously prioritizing others' needs will make you feel tired when those receiving help frequently rely on you and don't care about your condition. The Stoics advise practicing moderation and setting clear boundaries in every relationship. This not only helps us protect our energy, but also allows us to attract and maintain relationships with people who can share and support each other. By cultivating a balanced and authentic attitude, you not only protect your health, but also create an environment that encourages genuine and meaningful relationships. Choosing your surroundings wisely will create conditions for personal development and help us achieve balance and harmony in life. Following that, maintaining inner peace to protect emotional health. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner peace and tranquility to have a fulfilling life. Kindness is a noble quality, but when practiced blindly and uncontrolled, it can lead to negative consequences, affecting our emotional well-being. Excessive generosity often leads to negative emotions, such as disappointment, anger, and resentment. These negative emotions accumulate over time, harming your mental and emotional health and leading to anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues. Lack of balance in giving can lead to unexpected negative outcomes, seriously affecting our mental and emotional health. You let others control your actions and emotions, which can lead to feelings of helplessness and loss of control. By asserting yourself and setting boundaries, you regain control of your life and protect your emotional health. Stoic philosophy provides us with deep insights into how to protect our mental health while maintaining kindness. Unrestricted generosity can lead to dissatisfaction and stress. Therefore, learn to practice moderation and kindness, emphasizing that self-protection is equally important. Set boundaries and practice moderate generosity. When you start setting boundaries and limiting your generosity, you will feel less exhausted and more respected by colleagues. This will help you eliminate unnecessary negative emotions. Relationships will also become stronger. The Stoics advise prioritizing inner peace and mental health. This doesn't mean abandoning kindness or generosity, but seeking a balance between helping others and protecting yourself. Dissatisfaction and anger can cause anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues, so setting boundaries is necessary to maintain mental health and self-protection. This lesson is a powerful reminder of the importance of self-care while helping others. By setting boundaries and practicing moderation and generosity, we not only protect our mental health, but also continue to be kind without sacrificing our health. Lastly, the balance between kindness and personal health. Stoicism emphasizes the close connection between mind and body. When we give kindness without balance, it can become a double-edged sword, harming not only our mental health, but also our physical health. Stoic philosophy, with its principles of self-control and moderation, provides deep insights into maintaining this balance. The Stoics encourage living a life where each individual is emotionally and behaviorally self-controlled. They emphasize not letting external factors overly affect oneself. This is especially important in the context of giving. We need to learn to give wisely and moderately to avoid harming ourselves. Everyone has their own life, but we live in the same universe, and the passage of time is the same. When you devote all your time and health to taking care of others, you will neglect your own needs, and even daily routines will be disrupted. Over time, it can truly affect your physical health. A typical example can be seen in the healthcare industry, where doctors and nurses often overwork to care for patients. In some cases, this exhaustion not only harms their physical health, but also affects their ability to provide care. Stoic philosophy teaches that self-care is not selfish, but necessary to maintain overall health and effectiveness in all actions. By practicing moderation and generosity and setting clear boundaries, we not only protect our health, but also can help others more effectively. This creates a more balanced life where health and happiness are prioritized. By controlling and regulating our giving, we not only improve our quality of life, but also create stability and happiness for those around us. This not only helps us live better, but also truly becomes a positive force in others' lives, thus promoting a better and more sustainable society. Finally, kindness is a precious virtue that reflects the best of human nature. However, lessons about excessive kindness show that everything needs limits and balance. Excessive generosity can lead to exploitation, loss of respect, and even damage to your mental and physical health. Setting healthy boundaries not only helps you protect yourself, but also allows you to help others sustainably and effectively. Remember, self-care is not just an act of self-love, but also an art. When you learn to balance giving and receiving, you not only create a better environment for yourself, but also for those around you. Continue to give your kindness. But don't forget that each of us needs to be protected, cherished, and loved. Don't see helping others as something you must do, but as something you should do and want to do. In conclusion, give not only with kindness, but also with wisdom, using understanding and experience to ensure your kindness is a healthy, solid, and appreciated resource rather than a burden. We not only create a happier life for ourselves, but also contribute to building a better world when we know how to give wisely. If you find our channel useful for your life, please subscribe and like the video to support us in bringing you more valuable content about the hidden corners of life.